In this video, I'll show you how I built an automation on top of the Remotion Recorder so that it can censor out any swear words that I say so that I can say whatever the f I want without worrying about the YouTube algorithm. My name's Matt. I go by the name Matt M9Y online, and I consult on, contribute to, and generally just work with Remotion a lot. So I work with large companies and also many startups building out video editing solutions, which range from the front end, the visual display and performance, and also the back end for the rendering pipeline. So recently I've been playing around with the Remotion Recorder, and it's a really great package to purchase from the Remotion team, because if you know CSS, if you know React, and if you know Remotion, you can really make the recording your own. You can infuse style and automations so that you have your own distinct flavor video. The reason that I'm working on this so much at the moment is because I really enjoy making these videos, and I guess I've got the skill set to build out the automations that I want for myself. And I just want the whole process to be fairly painless, so that when I've got a day in the house to myself, I can make these videos in a short amount of time. So the first decision to make is, how am I going to designate that these are swear words? There's already some stuff in Remotion Recorder that has a similar functionality, and this is for monospace words. So you can designate a word as being monospaced so that it will use monospace font in the captions. And you typically do that for if you're explaining bits of code or something like that. So to designate a word as being monospace, you wrap it in backticks. So I thought for swear words, I'll wrap it in exclamation marks. So as it's rendering out the frames for these videos, it looks at the captions file and then finds anytime there's a word that's wrapped in these exclamation marks, then it will take those timestamps as frame numbers. And then when it's in a certain frame of the video, it'll check to see whether it's within the bounds or within the range of the timestamps for that swear word. So now we've distilled all this logic down into one Boolean value, which is called should mute. So should mute is true when we're in a frame that thing should be censored. So the first thing we'll want to do is look at that video and hook up the muted property to the should mute variable. The second thing we want to do is apply some kind of visual style. When should mute is true, apply the visual style. The style that I chose to go with is to rotate the video and change some contrast, but I didn't want it just to be like a step change into this rotation, so we can interpolate to those rotation and contrast value and then interpolate back. And the third thing we want to do is just play the audio when should mute is true. Okay, so now we're happy that the video is going to do certain things when should mute is true, aka when we're within the frame range of the censored word. So now we need to create a config file of our swear words, which could be, whatever you want to put in there. It's up to you. And after Whisper transcribes the video, we go through one final pass, and if there are any swear words present, or anytime it finds a swear word, I should say, it wraps that in the exclamation marks. So yeah, this turned out to be really fun. There's a few quirks to it, which I still need to debug. It's not good to say at the start of the video, just because of the way the captions are handled. So that's something I need to work with. But in general, it's working really well. And yeah, if you want access to the Remotion Recorder with my additional modifications on top, we can definitely work something out. You just email me at recorder@m9y.com, and yeah, it could be yours, and you can use my automations as a base, and you can start to build your own on top of it. Cool.